everyone, Michaela with Learnwire here, and today we're going to go over Zylvie. Now, Zylvie is a platform that lets you sell digital products and subscriptions with zero commissions using high converting sales funnels. So if you're a content creator, you could use this to sell t-shirts, sweatshirts, patches, stuff like that. Or if you're a life coach, or if you want to teach a class or something like that, you can use this to sell your classes. Or if you want to sell a subscription-based product like BarkBox or Loot Crate or anything like that, this will allow you to do so. Looking on AppSumo, it does have looks like a 4.9 taco rating, which honestly is really good. That's the highest I've personally ever seen. Now, Zylvie is going to be a good alternative for websites like ClickFunnels, Gumroad, Samcart, and it's really going to be best used for content creators or influencers or online coaches or stuff like that. Now, looking at the reviews on AppSumo, it does have a 4.9 average taco rating, which honestly is really good, probably one of the highest that I've seen so far. Looking at the questions and reviews and stuff like that, the developer, Jay, is actually really responsive. As I've said before, we love a responsive developer. Looking at the reviews, it looks like he responds to just about every single review, good or bad, and there's hardly any bad reviews, so that's always good. Questions, it looks like he gets back pretty quickly. It looks like he gets back to questions and reviews within the day, which is super fast. So as we look at the plans, we've got plan 1 for $59. This comes with all of the basic features. You get lifetime sales up to $250,000. You can manage one brand, and each brand can list up to 10 products. And you also get an unlimited amount of unlisted products. So you can have however many products that you'd like. However, you can only list 10 at a time. Now for plan 2, we have lifetime sales up to $500,000. You can manage 5 brands, list up to 50 products per brand, and there's also a built-in affiliate and referral system. Now, Plan 3, which starts at $177, has lifetime sales up to $1 million. You can manage up to 10 brands, list up to 200 products per brand. You also get that built-in affiliate system, as well as getting a custom domain. You can also sell subscriptions, and you do get some workflow automations. Looking at Plan 4, Plan 4 offers lifetime sales of up to $1.5 million. You can manage up to 15 brands, list up to 300 products. You get that affiliate and referral system. You get a custom domain. You can do sell subscription, and you get those workflow automations. And Plan 5, at $295, you get an increased lifetime sales up to $2 million. You can manage 20 brands, list up to 500 products per brand, and you get all of the affiliate systems. You get the custom domains, the sell subscriptions, and the workflow automations. So let's go ahead and take a look at Zylvie. All right, so looking at our dashboard, my first thoughts is that this looks very sleek. I do like that we kind of have some general analytics right here, right on the front. We have our unique visits, we've got our lead generation, our gross sales, and then our gross profit. So we can not only see how much we've sold, but also how much we are making. And it does break it down by time. I do like that. That's pretty cool. It does default to show for today. We can change that for this week. We could also change it for this month. And we can also show the year to date. Now, if we do want to see a very specific period of time, we can go in here and we can change this. So say we want to see May 1st through June 13th. We can go ahead, change our date range to that, hit apply, and then it'll show you all of your statistics for that time period. And it does break it down by date right down here on the bottom. So you're always going to be able to see exactly how much you've made on exactly what date. Scrolling down to the bottom, we do have our latest transactions. Now, obviously, there's nothing here right now because we don't have any transactions. We haven't even made any products. So let's go ahead and change that and get started on making our first product. So we're going to go over here to this little pop-out. We've got the downward facing arrow. One thing I did notice is that if you're anything like me, you kind of get a little lazy in your clicking and you just want to click this one catalog thing. By doing so, it does close this little menu, which is a little annoying because then I have to kind of go back to it, or at least it kind of pulls it closed, which isn't really ideal. It's a little weird, but it does pull it down. So let's go into our products and let's make our first product. Let's call this one Basic T-shirt. We have our name right away, and then it looks like we can make a custom URL for our product, which is really pretty cool. So let's go Basic T. After that, we want to choose our base price. We'll have base price of $25, and then we can also change the currency. So if we want to sell in USD, we can do it that, or if we want to do euros or francs or the Australian dollar or the Canadian dollar or anything like that, that's all going to be right here. So that's pretty cool. You can also select your pricing model. We can just do a one-time payment. I don't have access to the subscription model, but I assume I would just be able to click it just based on this little box right here. Moving on, we've got a few different options down here that we can use. We can allow users to pay what they want, and we can have a suggested price. So if you kind of want to do a pay what you can type situation, you can always do that. You can also have a quantity selector on the products page, and then you can also allow for limited product inventory. So if you only want to sell like a limited amount of t-shirts, you can totally do that. Let's set our inventory limit to 30. So only 30 people can purchase our t-shirt. Now at the checkout, we can decide if we want to collect the buyer's address and phone at the checkout, and then we can also add a shipping fee during checkout. I don't really want to collect any of that information. One thing I do realize is that even if you click way over here, it does still select it, which if you're like me, occasionally I'll click off to the side to make sure that I'm still in my window. So just be aware that if you're kind of like me, you might make a selection that you don't actually want. So just kind of keep an eye on that. So it does allow us to make a variant and different tiers for our product. We do have to save the product first, so we'll come back to this. And then there's also subtitle, categorization, and tagging. I do like that it does have a little explanation bubble, so you can kind of hover over it if you're not sure what exactly it is. You can make a subtitle, so maybe a longer description or something like that. You can also add a category and a product tag. So for our subtitle, we'll just call it the last t-shirt you'll ever need. And in the category, let's see, we can choose or type a category. I don't really see, oh, there's a drop down. There's not a drop down. That's a little misleading. It has a little arrow right here, but there's not a drop down just natively. Looks like I might have to start typing something in. Okay, so there's no drop down or anything. It looks like I will just have to kind of type in the category itself. So we're just going to call it merchandise. Interesting that there is a little arrow, even though there's no drop down. And then the product tags. I will just have this be t-shirt, merch, and dice, clothing. Okay, so then we can dictate whether or not this is a partnership or maybe a joint venture. If you're doing maybe a sponsorship with a different company, then you will be able to set those partnership terms right here. I do have to save the product first, so we will come back to this. Now we have a description, so we'll just make a short description. Last t-shirt you'll ever need. And then there's the option for what you'll get. This isn't going to be useful necessarily in the case of like specific products, so like t-shirts or knitted things or anything like that. This will be more for if you are selling maybe a class or an experience or something like that. You can dictate, oh, you'll get this class, you'll get this class, you'll get a t-shirt, you'll get a pamphlet, and you'll get this, this, and this. We don't need that because we're just making a t-shirt. So let's go ahead and go to next. So we can start adding an image here. It looks like it's just a basic image uploader. So you can either drag and drop your image file or you can browse. We'll just do this nice little bird image right here. Okay, so after you upload your image, we do have some post-purchase fulfillment options. So after someone makes a purchase, buys whatever product that you are selling them, then you can set it up so that they are sent maybe a file, or they get a success email, or they get maybe a license key or something like that. You can dictate all of that right here, right underneath the picture. You can also add advanced integrations. So if you have a Zapier integration or anything like that, you can add those integrations right here. We are going to go ahead and have a successful URL. So we'll just send them to a YouTube video. Let's save our changes. All right, so here is our image. Right away, I noticed a nice little drop-down option. So we can either make this a featured item. So this is going to be featured on our store page. It'll be front and center, and everyone's going to see it when they get to our store. We can also have it unlisted, listed, or unpublished. So let's go ahead and get this listed, and you'll notice right away that the display is updated pretty quickly. So that's pretty nice. Having it updated right away, it gives you that, so you're never questioning whether or not it's listed. There's no submit button that you have to do. It just does it right away, quick, easy, to the point. Now, if we want to see what this product looks like in our store, we can just hit this basic t-shirt, and it'll open up our store now. We have basic t-shirt, the last t-shirt you'll ever need. We have that other description. We've got our tags right here. We've got our picture, and we can see we have a suggested price option so they can pay whatever they'd like. And then we also have a 30 left. That was super easy to do, super quick. It took approximately no time at all. That was a really intuitive process to do. Let's head back, see what else that we can do. All right, so now we're going to go into our categories section. Categories essentially makes it so that if you have a large product catalog, you can organize all of those products into various categories. So you could have t-shirts, sweatshirts, clothing, classes, subscriptions, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and make a category. We'll call this one clothing. We have our category name, and then we have what looks like a parent category. The difference between a category and a parent category is the category name. Now that could be a standalone of itself. So if you don't have a ton of products, you could call this one clothing. But if you have a bunch of different clothing options, then you can make the parent category clothing, and then the category will become the subcategory. And that category could be named something like t-shirts or sweatshirts or anything like that. We'll call this one clothing. And we have our product. So you just click on it to select it, and we will add to category. Here is our category with our product, and we can easily get rid of that category if we don't want it anymore, or we can edit it and add a parent category later on. Okay, so let's continue on. Now we can go to our customers, and let's go to transactions. So this will be a list of all of the transactions that you have. I just don't have any transactions because we haven't made any sales. You'll be able to see the time and date. You'll be able to see the customer's name, the amount, the payment status, the card number, and then if you have any actions that you want to take, maybe a refund, you can take that action here. It looks like we also have these categories up here, so we can see all of the paid transactions. We can see any transaction that maybe we gave away. We can see all partially refunded transactions and all refunded transactions. And then if we do want to export it, there is just this handy little export as a CSV. So we can click on that and export it right away. Pretty easy, pretty simple, really intuitive. If we do end up going with a subscription-based model, we can see all of those subscriptions right here. Similar to our customers, we'll be able to see if they started or if they're in a trial, the customer name, their base price, card number, the status, any actions, stuff like that. And then we can also pull up that list right here. So we have trialing, canceling, canceled, and inactive subscriptions. All right here, we can break it down. This is super easy, super intuitive. It looks really slick, really cool. Okay, moving on, we do have some tools. Say we already have a website up and running and we want to add a store to it, but the website that we're already using doesn't necessarily allow for a store page, right? Well, you can go ahead and embed a widget into your already existing web page, so you can still run a Zylvie storefront through your already existing website. They do have these handy little copies, so you don't have to highlight, copy, paste. You can just hit this nifty little copy button and it'll do all of the hard work for you. You can also choose which product or products you want to embed, and we have a preview so we can see exactly what it's going to look like on our website. So Zylvie also offers the ability to upsell a product. Say you're offering a t-shirt and then you're also offering maybe a small bottle of detergent. When they're checking out, then you can also say, oh, hey, I see you're buying a t-shirt. Why don't you also buy this really cool detergent that we're selling, right? That is totally something that you can do. Let's go ahead, create our upsell. We're gonna actually have our basic t-shirt be our upsell. You can also dictate whether or not you want this product to upsell for all products or even just specific products. Now we only have the one product, so we're just gonna upsell on all products. Then we can do a little header. So we have our header, we can make a little description for it, and then we can choose what the flow looks like for that upsell. There's a few different options. We have a closable pop-up that appears during checkout. We have a subtle div that fades in below the cart. We have a separate page that the buyers are brought to before the checkout, or a separate page that buyers are brought to after checkout. So we'll just have a little pop-up window. So then you can also dictate if that product that you're trying to upsell will get a discount in this little pop-up. We'll offer maybe a 20% discount, and you can set a countdown for how long that discount will apply. So we're going to keep it at a 20% discount for 300 seconds. So let's add that upsell. So now that we've got that done, we can go ahead, toggle this little live slider, and our upsell is live. Let's go ahead and move on. We have our flash sales right here. So you can make a flash sale. This is going to be a sale that just kind of quickly appears and doesn't last for long, and it's gone in a flash, you know? I see that we can see all of our active flash sales. We can also see any upcoming flash sales as well as any past flash sales. So let's go ahead, create a flash sale on our product. So we'll go ahead and click on that. Let's go ahead, add our discount. You can choose what kind of discount that you want. So if you want to do a percentage discount, you can do that. Or if you want to do a fixed dollar amount, you can also do that. Let's go ahead and do a percentage discount. We'll just do a 33% off, so 1/3 off. Then we need to select our countdown mode. There are two different options that you can choose from. We have a fixed end date and time. This is going to be a hard stop for this sale, right? So no matter who you are or what you do or anything like that, this sale ends on this date. Then you can also do a dynamic countdown. This is going to be, no matter what, you have X amount of time for this sale. If one person maybe visits the site on June 1st, they have 6 days from June 1st for the sale. And a second user joins, and a second user visits on June 3rd, then they have 6 days from June 3rd that they can experience this sale. We'll just go ahead, have a fixed time and date. So we will have our sale starting on, we'll have it start today, June 13th, and this will end on, we'll have it be a 7-day sale. So it will end on June 20th at noon. That works for me. You can also specify the time zone that your sale starts and ends on. So we will keep ours, I'm in Central Time, so we will have our sale take place in Central Time, just like me. Now we can name the sale, so we'll call this Michaela's Flash Sale. Then we also have some advanced settings. We can hide the countdown timer, we can also allow coupons to be redeemed on top of this flash sale, and then we can also set it up to immediately revert to the original price upon the end of the flash sale. With this last one, if you have it so it doesn't immediately revert to it, it will kind of act as a different product from how it's normally sold. We will keep our countdown timer active, we will allow coupons to be redeemed, and we will also immediately revert it to the original price upon the end of the sale. So let's go ahead and add our flash sale, and this is now live. One thing I'm noticing is that it says live now right here, but then this, it doesn't show live. So that is a little confusing, seeing conflicting information. Let's go ahead just to make sure that we've got that clicked. So we've got our sale up, we've got it active, and we are ready to roll. Moving on, we can also create coupons, so we can take a specific amount of money off of our total. So let's go ahead, create a coupon. Let's make our coupon code free tea. We can decide if we want a percentage or a fixed amount on our discount. Let's do a percentage. Let's have it be 20% off coupon from today at 12 p.m. and we will have that through the 20th. So this coupon is going to exist at the same time as our flash sale. So we have our coupon start date and end date. We have our amount. We can also set a use limit, so how many times this coupon can be redeemed. We just want it to be redeemed once. And then we can choose if we want this coupon to apply to all products, or if we just want it to apply to specific products, we can also do that, but we'll just have it do all products. Now, if you have a group of affiliates, so people selling your products for you, then you can also have this coupon linked to a specific affiliate. I don't have any affiliates set up right now, so we will just have it be a one-time generic coupon. Let's go ahead and we will have this go live right as we start, and we will add our free tea coupon. Fantastic. Now, last but certainly not least, we have our affiliate portal. Affiliates essentially allow other people to sell your products, and then they get paid a commission depending on how much they've sold. Now, I can't make any affiliates because I don't have that license tier, but if making affiliates was as easy as everything else, it should be a pretty quick, pretty simple process for you to do. Zylvie also allows for workflows, kind of like what we touched on earlier. You know, Zylvie does offer a kind of a follow-up action. So they purchase something and you get an email or you get a coupon code or anything like that. You can further automate that process using integrations with Pabbly, Zapier, and webhooks. It looks like it's just those 3 integrations for now. I'm not 100% certain if they'll be adding more, but I am optimistic for it. Now, at any point at all while you're using this website, if you have a question or have any concerns, there is a chat window down here. You can just click on it. You can type in your name, your email address, and your message if you have a question or a bug or anything like that. Now, as we head back to the dashboard, you're probably asking yourself, well, how can I accept payments? You'll need to connect your Stripe account first before you can accept any payments, but they do integrate with Stripe. It's a little unfortunate that they just integrate with Stripe instead of Square or any of the other payment processors, but if you do have a Stripe account, then you are in luck. Overall, I'd probably give Zylvie a 4.5 rating. It was super easy to use, super intuitive. It was very simple, but still gave me plenty of options to do everything that I wanted to do and more. In fact, this is a product that I'm going to look into using myself. I was absolutely blown away by this. So, gets a 4.5 from me. Very nice, Zylvie. Congratulations. If you have any questions or comments about this video, please feel free to comment below. Let us hear from you, your thoughts, your ideas, everything like that. And until next time, I will see you then. Goodbye.